Oh, hey there. I'm just smelling my rosemary because it's good for improving memory. And I want to remember everything that I love about rosemary so I can share it with you. So this is day 16. I guess it's the last one of the 16 days of free oils for all of you oil dorks. And we are looking at rosemary today. So I'll tell you a little bit about what I love about rosemary, and then we'll talk about some of the other uses for it. So I really love diffusing rosemary for concentration and memory, so we do use it during our school days since I homeschool. That's one way we use it. I really love the smell of it, and I like the flavor a lot. So for certain meat dishes and marinades, and some other things, like I've done goat cheese and mixed in rosemary. So it's just a nice flavor enhancer for a lot of different things. So it's used very commonly for food, for culinary purposes. It's used a lot for memory. We've seen a lot of studies on how rosemary does improve memory and concentration. And it also is great for hair growth. So a lot of people like to put it in their shampoo or massage it into their scalp. You can do a DIY shampoo with peppermint, rosemary, cedarwood for stimulating the scalp and hair growth. Or you could just add some drops of it to your doTERRA shampoo or your favorite shampoo. Or you can just massage it in your scalp, like I said that, didn't I? Okay. So you can also take it internally. It's really good for the nervous system. You can put it in a veggie cap. Of course, you can put it in your food. You can also drink it. It really doesn't taste bad. You can take it for digestive issues, so you could rub it right on your abdomen or stomach, or you could, again, take it internally. And one of the ways that you enjoy taking it, whether you just don't like the taste of it, you want it in a veggie cap, or you want it to get further down in your digestive tract, you could do it that way. It's really also very good for occasional fatigue. So if you are tired or just need a little boost of energy, or if you have fatigue on a regular basis and want to combat that. Just a second. Hey guys, will you get the dog out of here and close the door? I asked you to keep the door closed. It's real life. So it's good for muscle fatigue as well, for massaging into muscles and for aches and pains in general. So it's good for those things too. Okay, you can leave him if he's quiet. Just close the door. All right, so I'm going to look at my notes here because I did write down some things that I like about rosemary, and I am going to look over that really quickly. So it is some of the top uses for rosemary, doing a little bit of research on that. Memory, concentration, that is definitely at the top of the list. There have been some studies. The most famous one, there were 144 participants, and there were some placebos and control groups and things, and it has definitely a calming effect and also enhancement of performance on tests, and it helps people become more alert as well. And then the hair growth, that has been documented as well. There is said to be about a 22% increase in new hair growth when using rosemary regularly. So that is definitely a benefit there. Liver detoxification and gallbladder function. Rosemary is great for those as well, for supporting the liver and gallbladder. You can take it internally or rub it right over the liver area. And for lowering cortisol, so that again would be for calming benefits, for helping with stress, and for helping with relaxation, fatigue, muscle fatigue, alertness. All of that ties into your cortisol. So those are some ways that you can also use it. And if you want to make a dry shampoo, you could do a quarter cup of arrowroot powder and then 2 drops of lavender, rosemary, and peppermint for just a really simple dry shampoo. You could also do cedarwood, melaleuca. If you've got dry, flaky scalp, melaleuca would be great. If you are trying to promote hair growth, cedarwood and rosemary are both great for that. And rosemary is also very good for the respiratory system, so you can rub it with some coconut oil on the chest. You can diffuse it for times when your respiratory system needs some extra support. So it's most famous for its culinary uses, but it's certainly got a lot of other great uses as well. Let me check my notes, see if I missed anything. Let's see, I think like there was something else. Well, if you check the doTERRA blog or Pinterest, you'll find several recipes for DIY body care products and also food recipes that are delicious with using rosemary marinades, different dips and recipes, rosemary lemon hummus. I've had that. I've had rosemary in deviled eggs, and I've used it in different hair products and things too. So let's see what else. So of course it's evergreen, and you know, sometimes it's just hard to get the herb fresh unless you grow it yourself, and certain times of year it's not convenient. So certainly the oil can make it more convenient to get that great flavor. And then sometimes I love the flavor, but I don't always love getting the little sprigs of rosemary in my teeth or having it in my food. So I do love the flavor, but I do like being able to use the oil, especially for certain dishes. So some top ways to use it if you haven't been using it yet: diffuse it while studying to improve concentration, alertness, and memory. Take it internally to support your nervous system and for just general fatigue, and add it to your next savory dish that you want to try some rosemary in. It also has the benefit of supporting your digestion, so you can add it to your food, put it on your stomach, take it internally for digestion, especially if you're finding that maybe the more common oils like Digest Zen, peppermint, maybe you've got some digestive issues that aren't being relieved. Give rosemary a try. Another great one is cardamom, to try some oils that aren't in Digest Zen that are also really well known. I personally think that rosemary, the smell, blends really well with citrus. I love to diffuse it with wild orange and peppermint, or with citrus bliss. And it's great with cedarwood, so it's great with wood-based oils as well, depending on the effect that you're wanting. So one of my favorite recipes with it is in my petal diffuser. I will do 3 drops of citrus bliss and then 2 drops each of rosemary and peppermint, and we do that while we are doing school. It's a great uplifting smell, and I like that it could have the benefit of helping my kids remember what they're studying and just to concentrate better. It seemed like I saw something about what it blends best with, and I was looking up notes. Oh yeah, it's a perfect companion for citrus oils like wild orange or lemon, and because of its herbaceous herb scent, it resembles kind of that herb garden, or it makes you think of an herb garden. It also blends really well with florals like lavender or jasmine. If you want more of a warm, woody kind of scent, consider mixing it with cedarwood and or frankincense. So those are some different options to start diffusing it. But let us know if you have any questions. Feel free to share your favorite way to use rosemary if you're already using it. And if you're not and you give it a try, let us know how you used it and what you loved about it. And we would love to know if you have any favorite recipes with rosemary. Thanks for joining, and thanks for doing this fun giveaway, Lacey.